So this is the house I'm currently working on, as you probably know, but I'm going to show you why AI is a brilliant thing when you've got a doll's house. You probably have already seen that I miniaturized my dad and put him in a house in a picture, but I had just a picture of this house and I thought, well, when the people were living in the house, they might well have had paintings commissioned of the house because it was quite grand before it fell into disrepair. So I thought, what would it have looked like, and what would it have been like when it was feeling very grand and a nice big house in the countryside? So I tapped into AI and I put the picture of the house into it, and I said, put it in a beautiful garden with a cobblestone driveway and things like that, and it came up with this picture. So as you can see, this looks a bit like a painting. It's very similar to how the house looks. I asked it to add a weather vane, because I do have a weather vane to put on it, and some big gates, and then a carriage in the driveway waiting for the occupants to come out. So what's not to like about that? I'm actually going to shrink this down and I'm going to hang it in the house somewhere, just as a painting that, say, Angus's mother, Emma, would have had commissioned a long time ago when the house was looking pretty smart before it fell into disrepair. I really like that. And then I did a night version, and I quite like this one too. I think this one I will probably put somewhere in a dark corner, in a dark room somewhere, because this is more of a spooky type picture. Maybe at the top of the house somewhere where the haunted happenings are going on. And then lastly, I had these portraits which I thought were way too big for the house. So I got the original pictures and I put them into an AI app, and I asked them to make them smaller and make them into more of a Victorian style portrait. So that's mine, that's Eleanor, and then this is Angus's portrait. And I actually think it's done a really good job of changing it from what I originally had to that. But yeah, don't be afraid of AI. It's not going to bite. You can always say, oh, that doesn't work, or you can get them to change it. And for me, it's a game changer. You know, you've got so many possibilities of what you can actually do. The artwork in the house and everything. Okay, it's not original. It's not something you've created yourself, but you kind of have, because you've told it what to do. So yeah, 100%. Get and use some AI in your house and make some portraits. It can obviously be whatever you want it to be. It can be modern stuff. I mean, if you wanted to create a modern artwork for a modern house, all you need to do is give it some information about what style of painting you want, and it'll come up with something. I think it's brilliant. It's amazing.